Afternoon everyone. So it's a bit of a slow morning, just getting things sorted out, doing a bit of editing and whatnot. It's raining, so that's really good. It's been too dry here, like really dry, and we're getting a little bit of rain, so good excuse for me to do some indoor work in the downstairs workshop. So for this video we're going to be doing the wiring, getting it wired up, plug sockets and lights, run the mains, all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, got my consumer unit mounted. Before anyone has a go at me, I'm not an electrician. This isn't a guide how to wire up this simple workshop circuit. It's quite easy, but yeah, it's I know what I'm doing, but this isn't a guide and I'm not qualified. So yeah, that's that out of the way. But yes, my consumer unit here, it's double RCD one, so we're going to split some of the circuits up so that, say like if the lights go off, if a breaker goes off down here, we don't lose all the power, and if the lights go up upstairs, we'll still have lights on the staircase to come back down here to then flick the breaker back on. So we're going to split the circuits like that. I've got light circuits, the radial circuits coming in at the top, and I've got ring circuits coming out at the bottom, and then I'm going to put 16 amp circuits around as well, but they're not wired yet because they run along this wall, which is easy to wire. I was going to do a time lapse of this, but it's just hard. It's a tight little corner and I need to get in there. It's hard to film it, so I'm just going to wire it up off camera, show you what I've done after it. Just running the ring circuits. This is the downstairs one, that's the upstairs one. Just I haven't got any earth sheathing, so I'm going to have to go and make some. I'll cut some cable up, pull the earth conductor out of the sheath and use some of that out. Bit of a milestone here. We've got a light. So I've wired the consumer unit, so the plug sockets and lights are wired into the consumer unit. This is just what's powering it temporarily until I get the other end of the mains connected up, which I don't want to do just yet. So I've just got that wiring the circuit I'm working on at the moment. So yeah, lighting circuit is live. I've just got one light, and I've just put this other one in here too, this little dangly one down the back wall, which works off of this switch here. Yeah, we're getting some lights, so I'm just gonna figure out what's going on, because I've got two off of the same switch and then some more lights dang. So I ran the wires ages ago and I can't really remember what I was doing, so once I work it out I'll try and film it a bit better. So I have made a bit of a mistake. Get some light on. So when I was wiring, I've not run enough cables somehow. So we got that one's fine, runs to there, that's standard, it's just one light on one switch. And then that one feeds this one, which is fine, feeds to there. And then from out of there, for some reason I didn't run enough cables. I should have 4 cables coming out of there, because these two lights run off of that switch. So for 3 of the lights I'm missing a cable, so I'm going to have to run some cables, but I've already plastered up there and up there, so yeah, I'm going to have to cut a little channel and run some cables, which is quite annoying, but I must not have been thinking straight that day. Bring it back. Come on. Time to go in, family. Come on. Right, well, I've been doing a lot of thinking, trying to figure this out. There's a lot of ways I could change this so that it would work, but none of the ways would make it work the way I want it to work, with both lights coming on the same switch. I'm missing a cable, so to run a new cable for this one, which is easy because the cables are just there, not pinned up yet. For the others, where they're in the wall, it's a bit of a pain, but that's what we're going to do. Right, we got like quite a cool panel light that goes up on this beam here, which shines onto the bench, onto the main bench in the middle. So just getting this up there. Shares the switch with those other two over there. And this one's got a cool feature, and that is that it can change colour. So you can have different shades, not like vulgar colours like blue and whatever else, but you can have it like go from cool or warm. So I think it goes from like 3000K to about 6000K, so you can really change the colour of it depending on, you know, if you're trying to get functional workshop type light or more relaxing kind of light. So that's quite cool. But the only way you can change it is by switching it on and off. So yeah, now we've got these three lights running off of this switch, and I can change the colour of that one to give me a bit more yellow if I want to. So what's that? Is that the yellow one? I can't remember. Got some different shades. I think that's 6000K. I think that's about 3500, and that's about 4000. So I can get different colours. Just these are all like 4000, so not too blue, not too yellow. But I wanted to be able to change it a little bit just so I can get some different colours for filming, so it's not too white because you get stuff washed out. Yeah, pleased, it's coming along. Right, hey everyone, so it's a new day. I've actually got myself a new microphone, so let me know what you think. I've been waiting for this to turn up for months, but yeah, it hadn't showed up, but it showed up today. So I just mixed up a bit of lime plaster. I'm going to fill in the cables that I got run, the additional cable around the top there. So I've got a couple more extra lights in, got that one in, and the one up here as well, that's in. So, and the one outside the door is in as well. So I'm just going to get these cables filled in, and then we can run the ones along that wall over there. Just get these cables filled in now. This isn't prematurely doing this because I know now how it works. It's all on and working. Well, it's not live at the minute, but yeah, I know for a fact that it works. Right, good morning everyone. So the task today is going to be, you can see the plasterings drying along the ceiling, so I'm going to get that wall whitewashed, because obviously so it matches this one, and get that bit up there sorted out, and then I can sort out all this in here, because we've got a bit of a mess going on where I've got to put everything out. So I want to get this whitewashed and organised and back together, and we've got two lights permanently fixed up with trunking and stuff, and yeah, it's coming along. But yeah, let's get tidied up, sorted out, and turn the lights on. So what I'm using here to paint the walls is actually lime wash. This is lime putty that's been in here for a long time, or quick lime that's been turned into lime putty from sitting in here. We'll take a bit of that, and some of it there. We want a bit of water with it as well, and then we'll put it in some form of container, something like that. A bit more water, and this is like it's a lime paint, really, natural paint, breathable paint. And yeah, we just paint it on, just like paint, but better. Because it allows the structure to breathe. Paints are like, well, synthetic, they're rubbery and they seal up. They don't give you any breathability, which is why this building won't be going mouldy. Right, let's have a look in here. Yeah, so I got all the lights up, which is really good. They're all permanently up and wired into the switches and everything. It's still light out, so there's not much point in putting them on yet. But yeah, they're all up, wired in, and I got 2 extra ones, one there, they're the colour changing ones, and one there too. There's one outside as well on the door, I think I mentioned that already. And I also put one extra one, I had a spare one that I put in here, which is on there. And the consumer unit's all wired in, but still running on the temporary supply just to power the lights, but we're going to sort that out tomorrow. And we'll do the plugs and everything tomorrow, so just going to wait for it to get dark and then we'll come in here and put all the lights on. Right, good morning everyone. So I had a look over my footage from yesterday. I came out here and did the lights, but I actually had a dirty lens and it didn't look great, so I'll redo it again tonight. But today I'm going to work on these on the sockets, plug sockets, 240 volt ring main is what this is. Get these attached because then the circuit will be made, and when we power it up these will be live and we won't have these cables sticking out of the wall, so that's important. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I looked at the footage and the new microphone seems to work well when I'm in front of it. It's not so great for when you're talking to it from behind, so I might have to turn it around when I'm talking to it from behind the camera. But yeah, it seems to do a quite nice job. Let me know what you think of it. My old microphone was a decent microphone. It was a powered one, it had a windsock on it. Everyone kept telling me I needed to get a windsock, but it had a windsock on it. It was a good quality microphone, but just never been able to get particularly good sound. But yeah, let me know what you think. So I'm going to get these wired up today. Like I say, in the UK we do 240 volt ring circuits for plug sockets. The circuit wired up and powered up just with an extension lead just into the consumer unit. And I'm just testing the sockets out. All good, working. Just the one below it. Had to do some filling to tidy them up a bit. Yeah, all good. Got power coming out of all of them. And there's really only 2 jobs left to do now. I need to run the cables for these two sockets here. I might add one that goes up and over and dangles down on the bench so I can plug things into the bench. Might do that yet, but I'm not sure. Probably won't be in this video. Just need to run the cables for these two and hide it in trunking, and then connect up the other end of the cable into the shed, to the mains in the shed. Well, not the mains, but my mains, my off-grid mains, Kris mains, and we're done. The workshop will be live. So this is where the feed from the inverter goes into, so it's double protected. I've got it protected this end, the inverter's limited and got protection in it, and it's protected the other end as well. And we've got a really good earth as well, just buried outside the shed. So I'm gonna get my mate, when he visits, to bring his test equipment and give it all a test for me. He's an electrician, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be pretty safe with this. I've got a big earth going down there, by the way, with 10mm cable going in, so everything's earthed via that earth rod, which gets a double earth rod going down into nice wet clay, so it should be pretty good. Right, let's just check everything here is live and on the right way as we suspect it to be. So the meter there, right, volts, AC, 230 volts coming in, great. So we go between that one and that one. Yep, we've got it there too, so we should have between there and there. Yep, same. We should have between there and there. There it is. Seems to be working. Let's turn on our circuits. Oh no, that one wants to stay off. One of these lighting circuits wants to go on. I think it's that one. Right, let's see if a light works. Right, let's see if that turns on. Haha! It's live, it's all working. Let's check a plug socket. Right. Test one of these. Haha! Brilliant! So we're live, we're working, up and running. So I've still got a couple of 16 amp circuits to run the 3-phase stuff. Hang on, let's change the camera angle here. Yeah, so I've still got 16 amp circuits to run. One for the phase converter, which is just under here, so they're going to come out on their own supply just straight there. I've got some 16 amp breakers in there. Then you go straight to one for the phase converter, one for the table sort, and I'm going to put a couple about in other places too. So still got those to run, and the 2 plug sockets along there which run inside this trunking need to be run as well. Other than that, we are done. The planer starts up a lot better now. We've got a proper cable. We're not losing all the power through the cable. Check it out. That started up all right, didn't it? That's off the phase converter, not with the rotary on it. Still doesn't like the rotary much, but then I am actually still, because I haven't run the 16 amp circuit yet, I'm actually still running it through little cable, so there's still quite a bit of loss going on. But it's starting up much better already. I'm pleased with that. Right, let's put some tunes on, tidy up. And we're done. Tidy workshop with power and lights. So when it gets dark, if you're wondering what we're listening to, it's a Linkin Park, bit of old school rock. Lights working, yeah, really pleased. So we'll wait for it to get dark, come out and show you with all the lights on. Right, sort of dark, mostly dark anyway. Let's see how dark in a second. We come in and we have the first switch, so I can turn these on just to, you know, get in if I quickly need to grab something. I just put these first 2 lights on. If I'm going to be doing some work, I go around, work my way around. I'll move the camera. Then I go around to this switch, which turns on 3 lights. Let's put on light in yellow colour. There we go. Not too much white then. So then I can put these 2 on as well if I want even more light. And then I can put these 2 on as well if I want even more light. And we have a really well lit workshop. So how about that for a well lit workshop? How good does that look? I'm so pleased. I can take you into here as well. We have 2 lights in here. There's 1. And there's 2. I'll probably change these bulbs for more yellow type bulbs, just for a more relaxing feeling in here. But they're what I've got at the moment. Yeah, it's very much like a house, this workshop, and that's exactly what I wanted it to feel like. I wanted it to feel like a really cosy. Let me just spin this round. Yeah, so I wanted it to feel like a really cosy and inviting place, a place that I just am happy to just be out here making things, being creative. I didn't want like a place that was just felt like cold and just not inspiring. I wanted this just incredible space that is just lovely to be in, and if I wanted to just be out here all day, all night, I can just be out here, and it's just comfortable, it's cozy. I could have like friends over, and it's just a nice area. It doesn't have to always be a work area. This is also a living space, because even though it's not a house, I'll probably spend at least as much time in here as I do in the house. So this is actually a living space as well as a workshop, really. The only thing I won't be doing in here is sleeping in here, but other than that, like, it needs all of the same things that a house needs, really. And there's going to be a sink and stuff in there, and yeah, I'm so pleased with it. It just looks incredible. I'm sort of I can't believe I made it, really. You know, it was just a thought in my mind, and it just it's actually turned into something. It's quite amazing. Just little steps, just doing little bits, just each little individual job, and eventually it comes together, and you end up with something that's quite cool. So what can I say? Yeah, you might be wondering why I've got so many switches. That's because being off grid, I don't always have. I've often got lots of power. Let me just switch arms. My arm's getting achy. I often have lots of power, but then sometimes I don't have as much power. And for those times that I don't have as much power, I want to be able to not have to run as many lights, because this amount of lighting, even though it's LED, it's like 400-500 watts of lighting, something like that. Like they're 50 each. That one up there is another 50. There's 70 watts outside. I haven't shown you that actually, and all these other ones are 30 watt. It's all LED, but yeah, it's still a lot of energy. So I wanted to be able to individually switch them, so that yeah, so that I can turn them off. I don't have to have them all on one switch. I've also got this one outside light. See if it turns on. Let's put it on yellow. There we go. I like the yellow light for a relaxing kind of light. Let's see what this one's like out here. Take you out. Now we've got a lit up workspace out here too. Me and Dot's out here, and have a lunch pretty much every day that she's here anyway. But yeah, we have this light out here too, so this lit up workspace. It's excellent, and I love the light coming through the window of the door. I think it's excellent. Yeah, it's just probably you can tell I'm probably bragging a bit, but I'm just so pleased. This is honestly, it's my dream. It's one of the only things, you know, I've really set myself as a goal in life, is I've always wanted a lovely workshop, and I'm actually to the point now where I'm achieving it. So I'm really, really proud of myself, and just really pleased, because it's just incredible. Anyway, that's enough bragging, and that'll be the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.